Hi there guys, Captain Fabio Baker here, aka Elijah Baker.
And here is Mythic Woodsman, also known as Faisal Motorbokas.
Indeed. Thank you for watching episode 1. It feels amazing for us to finally, not us as in me and my several personalities, it's Faisal and me. Me and Faisal. It feels great, doesn't it, Faisal, to finally be doing this?
It's good. We've been planning it for, I think, best part of a year. And I think we've been perfectionists. It's like a case of just do it, get it done, get it out there.
Like slogan.
It's begun.
Tick. So, we're here, episode 2. Thank you for everyone that watched episode 1. And here we're moving forward with episode 2.
2.
Yes. So expect more of the same. And if there's anything you guys want to see from us, if you want to see any behind the scenes or anything in particular that you're like, oh, I didn't see that last time, or maybe they're thinking about doing it, feel free to drop a comment or just message us directly, and we'll see what we can do, right, Faz?
Yeah. If there's anything, any tips, any advice, any queries, if there's anything else you want to see, then yeah, just jump in the comments. Let us know. You never know. You might see it.
Exactly. Right, without further ado, let's get back into some action figure photography. So guys, as you can see, there is behind the scenes footage in terms of a video giving you an insight and a wider view of the location. This is Stave Hill Ecology Park, which is one of my local locations to visit. It offers so much, as you can see. It's got a nice rocky landscape here, and sometimes there is a river stream, you know, running through here. As you can see, there's a fuzz monk here with his rat companion on his right shoulder, and here you can see I actually dropped him into the water, which does happen, right, Fuzz?
Yeah, it's life.
Just recover them. Look, everything's fine. It's all good. Just a bit of wet plastic. You know, the fuzz monk survived. He's well, just a bit wet, which actually might be more authentic for the shot. But it's all good, you know. You got to get a bit messy sometimes with the figures. Don't be too precious. You know, when you take them out of their boxes, you can take them outside and they can get a bit dirty. And so here's the final shot. It's a bit zoomed in here, as opposed to the rest of the actual, you know, finished and posted image. But you can see here the side angle and, yeah, portrait mode. So you can have a bit, it's faded in the background. And walking along, taking a stroll, rat companion on his right shoulder and helmet carried in his left hand, and that's that, you know. And just a slight bit of edit here, not too much. Wanted to make the eye glow, and I just love the colours here.
Yeah, I like that you do it with your shots when you highlight the eyes, so they really cut through the shot. Yeah, as you said, like the figures are plastic, they are waterproof, and the paints are very good. I've got several of my mythic figures wet, and it's never been an issue. Just dry them off. Mm-hmm. They've been covered in mud, in chalk, clay, all kinds of madness.
Yeah.
It's completely submerged. They've all been fine. I mean, yes, soft goods take a bit longer to dry, but they will dry. Mm-hmm. So yeah, don't be afraid. We're built for adventure. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, and that's that really. And I love these solo shots as well. Sometimes, obviously, you've got a rat companion on the right, but just where you get one figure and it, you know, just you can think what you will, you know. There's a quest taking place here, and portrait mode is a great tool that I love to use because it isolates the main image or the face of a character, and then everything else is blurry, so it draws all your attention to, you know, one particular face or one particular body. And yeah, it's a tool I use quite often, especially for solo shots. It's just, yeah, it does the job really well. And depending on how far away you are from the actual image you're taking a picture of, you can get more than one character into the focus for portrait. So that's that. Any last thoughts, Fires, on this picture?
No.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Good work.
Cheers. For the second image, this is a custom figure that I placed in the center of this sort of short walkway in this woodland right near Kenley Station, which is in Croydon. Probably a 5-minute walk away. I was with Anna, aka Annie. Shout out the Nerdy Girl Forge. Mm. And yeah, we went to this place right near where, well, it's not far from where she lives. We're not going to say it's next door. It's giving away too much, isn't it, really? But anyways, it's not far from where she lives. And this place is great because it offers so much. And yeah, as you can see, portrait mode once again. This is a custom figure that I put together. This head was a custom head that Mark Calvo, one of my favourite painters, one of my go-to guys when it comes to paint jobs. He painted this head, and yeah, I commissioned him to do it, sent my way, and yeah, just love what I've done here. Really appreciated this daylight as well. It was just perfect for what we wanted to do. And yeah, that's it really. Just again, a hero on a quest, single shot, portrait mode, and use your imagination to figure out what's going on.
So it's coughed up a lung. Yeah, great colours. I like it's quite well equipped for a quest or a journey there. So different bits and pieces they've got on them. Again, like you do with the eye cutting through, gives the character a real character.
Indeed.
Yeah, you mentioned before about Mark Calvo's paintwork.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just does such good work.
Master.
It makes it a joy to photograph paintwork like that. Yeah, so Kenley's area, so where Annie lives, yeah?
Absolutely, yeah. Great place, just Woodland, right near Kenley Station. Get yourself there. For my third picture, we have the powerful, the formidable Arachagor. A Dragosir. I used to call him Dragosir, didn't I? Until Joe corrected me. Joe G.
Wrong.
Big him up, you know. Joe's the man. Anyways, onto the picture. So here we have Arachagor, the mighty Arachagor, emerging from a cave. Now, this is at one of my favourite locations. I speak for Faisal too, probably one of Faisal's favourite locations, at Legionnaires Abbey, which you'll see pop up in many of our images. And yeah, there's not too much to say about this photo from my perspective. Arachagor emerges, powerful, mouth open. He looks like he's roaring to me. He's just, yeah, stepped out of this cave and he's ready to either start the day or to slay some fools. And the lighting that day was great, as you can see. Just that sort of bursting light hitting the rocks. And yeah, just a perfect day to take images, and I took quite a few.
Nice colours. You got the blue skin colour, and then to the right of the picture you see a bit of blue sky. So you kind of got like two bits of blue, kind of colour accents there. Focus, kind of coming out from the kind of sand-textured, sand-coloured background. Yeah, beautiful sunny day. I think I remember that day. Yeah, I mean, if you had a figure with a similar colour to the background, it would kind of like, unless you're looking for like a camouflage type picture, it could kind of blend a bit too much. But where you got a strong blue colour, it kind of pops out a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, it's one of the best. I've said it so many times. You're going to hear me repeat it a bunch of times as well, guys. But Legionnaires Abbey is such a magnificent location for taking images of any figures, let alone mythics, because it's a genuine ruins. And yeah, you'll see many more images taken there very soon. For my next image, you can see Sneaky Swig, everyone's favourite dodgy alchemist. And this picture here was taken at the Tynemouth Priory and Castle in North Shields, which is not far away from Newcastle. More of you may be familiar with Newcastle than North or South Shields. And that is where my mum comes from. So I was visiting family, went to see a castle, and I naturally had some figures with me, of course. And I just saw this hole in the wall and I said, you know what? Swig would be perfect to place in there. And there was a natural cobweb above his head, as you can see. And once again, the images on here are a bit zoomed in, so the full image isn't visible. However, you can see them in our Instagrams. Anyways, yeah, it just made sense, that Swig would be lurking around and, emerging from the shadows up to no good. And yeah, placed him in the centre of the image, mostly, and this was the result.
Love the colours on this. I love his purple cloak he's wearing. Purple and green really works, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
And I love the kind of orb or jewel thing on the end of the staff.
Oh, there's a slight edit that I put on.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is his staff, but
at least those electric balls you put your fingers on in order.
Just a minor edit.
Yeah, great location. One I've not been to.
You got to come sometime.
One of the few times he's been to ruins that I haven't been to.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, you have got a particularly good eye at seeking out 1/12 scale caves.
Yeah, exactly.
Holes in rocks or trees or wherever.
Thank you, Faiz.
Yeah, I think you got the best eye for that. Because you're like, how about that? I'm like, yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you're out and about, look everywhere.
Absolutely.
Look at ground level.
Mm-hmm.
And just experiment, put a figure there, see if it fits.
Yeah, you see a hole in a
That one
tree.
did.
Yeah, hole in a tree, hole in some brick wall. You never know what might work for the scale of figure that you're using.
Bravo, bellissimo, bravo.
Thank you, Fines. Thank you. For my final image, you see I've assembled an adventure party. And I found some really cool mushrooms. Fires was quite fond of the mushrooms. And
not those ones.
No, exactly, yeah. In particular, it's quite specific with the mushrooms. And as you can see, we just have an adventure party looking like they're on a quest or about to continue or embark on a quest. And yeah, the placement here was just to get that side view. And again, really simple shot actually, not complicated at all. And this was taken, I believe, at Wimbledon Common Park. I was with one of my friends who was up there. And yeah, it just came out great. I was really pleased with the shot, and very simple, easy to do. Just a case of balancing the figures and getting them all into the frame, so I could just take it and feel like everything was in the shot as I wanted it to be. So I took a bunch of shots to get this one that I ended up using.
Nice. Look at that tree in the background. I believe is a beech tree.
Ah.
A Fagus sylvatica.
Sounds like a Harry Potter spell.
Yeah, all tree names in Latin sound like Harry Potter spells.
They do.
Yeah, the good thing about beech trees is some of the bark can almost look rock-like. So it can almost look like kind of like Castle Ruins in the back.
Yeah, I find that too.
It's a handy tree for that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, a master of the adventure party.
Yeah, sir.
And I see on the upper left of the image that kind of golden. I think it's actually like a finger dragon.
Oh yeah, they called that the Sota dragons that you get from AliExpress and some other places.
You've used them really well.
Thanks, man. They work so well with mythics.
Yeah, good scale. It's like a little pet dragon or a baby dragon, perhaps.
Indeed.
Different species.
Indeed.
I love the head sculpt of the goblin at the front. Out of all the goblins, it's my favourite head sculpt we've got.
I've noticed that. Yeah.
It's such a Chad goblin head sculpt.
You just got experience written all over his face.
Yeah, it's an absolute badass. Yeah, nice work.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I love blending multiple different characters and races together to create a diverse adventure party, because it just creates a better story to tell, and you just wonder, okay, who are they to each other? Are they going to get on? Are they going to betray each other? What is their story with each other, and where are they going? Where are they coming from? And yeah, it's one of my favourite groups to assemble an adventure party.
Hello, Legionnaires. My first shot of the episode. This was taken in Jordanswood, which is quite close, about 15 minutes from where I live. Now, you saw this head sculpt last episode.
On the last episode?
On Elijah's figure. Now, he has given it to me, and at the moment it's living on the body of the Revenant, which some of you will know a figure I quite like. I know Curtis isn't a big fan, but I like it. Yeah, it's quite freaky to see my own head sculpt on a Mythic Legends character. It's like a tribute figure. It's pretty incredible. Yeah, this was taken about half hour before sunset, so I'm rarely out in the evening, but I was a bit restless. I thought I need to get out of the house, so popped down to the woods. And as it was getting a bit darker, you can see I've used additional lighting. So I used two different Ulanzi lights, one with plain white light from the right of me, or the left of the image, and to the other side I have kind of a halfway between kind of green and blue, kind of a cool colour. So I wanted to accent some of the metallic nature of the armour and the helmet, and then on the other side get more of the skin tones out with a regular light. So not directly from the front. So I've kind of got a play of light on either side of the face. I think that gives it quite a lot of character, and it just makes me look more like me. So yeah, quite a quick one, but quite an easy shot to put together. Any thoughts on that one?
Absolutely. Love what you've done here, Fires. It's great to see you out and about with yourself. The lighting on the right side of the face, I just love the contrast in colours. And you can see, this warrior, this badass that's carrying his helmet around. So it looks like he's taking a moment of rest before he places it back on to indulge in whatever quest he's on. Or, indulge in slaying orcs or whatever foes are unfortunate enough to cross paths with him. Yeah, I love the background as well. in a forest woodland of some sort. And yeah, it looks like a stoic stare, you know, the expression, and the lighting definitely adds to the expression too. And yeah, this is a solid image, and I'm looking forward to see what more you do with this figure. And this just shows you guys once again how great an image can be just with simply taking a picture of one character. It wasn't even the full body, literally just half the body, and the right lighting, the right lights, and there you have a majestic image.
Nice. Coming to you with image number 2. This is a Vanellis Arden scale. This shot was taken in Stave Hill, Ecological Park, local to Elijah Bake himself.
Indeed.
So this was our last little trip we took with our figures and cameras. Yeah, this little rat character I got from Annie, I believe.
At the Mythic Meetup.
At the Mythic Meetup in Greenwich, our first one, the first of many. Yeah, little critters like that are so fun to use in various situations, where they're crawling around a dungeon, crawling around a dead body, or in that case, a companion to Vanellis, so a little travel companion, just sitting back enjoying the view, you know. Natural lighting, no, the lighting was good enough that day as it was, so I didn't need any additional lighting. And for that, it was more about a character, showing the characters, and a little bit of storytelling in terms of sitting down, relaxing, but it was more about the posing for that one. And it was basically, it was on a tree stump, a chopped down tree stump. So easy work, just to pre-pose the figure, so the legs, you're not forcing it in a pose, you're kind of bending the legs first, and the hips and then the knees. Letting the feet drop down a bit, as if you were sitting with your feet off something, your feet would be relaxed, kind of not really sticking up unless you're kind of flexing your foot. So there's little fine-tuning points when it comes to posing, just to let how a body, I know we talk about fantasy creatures here, but how bodies in general, kind of like how they're affected by gravity and like muscles relaxing and things. So yeah, just a few tips there when you are posing, to kind of like think how would you sit, or how would you lean on something, or how would you walk, and try and get your figure to do the same, but don't force it too much.
Absolutely, yeah. It has to make sense in terms of the pose and the stability, to make sure that the figure or figures stay still and don't fall over.
Yeah.
And also at the same time, they have to look realistic in what a human body or any humanoid body would do and what it would look like as it's resting. But yeah, I love the side angle aspect of it, and it's really characterful. The critter companion. I'm so glad you're into the critter companions now.
Yeah, I'm sold.
Yeah,
I need more now.
It's brilliant to see. So we've gotten Faisal into the adventure parties, into the critter companions, and yeah, big up Annie for the rat as well.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
Yeah, it just works beautifully. It's a great shot, and it really just makes you think of, what are they up to? You know, what's their plan? What's their journey? And what's their story? And the colours are beautiful as well. They really pop.
Nice.
Digging it, man. And here is an image of Faisal taking the image that I took.
There it is.
So you can see the posture. You can see Faisal's having to get himself in that pose there to really get down, and you've got to get down sometimes, get down. And you can see what Faisal's doing with the camera. Actually, you know what, Faisal, you might want to explain what you're doing here.
Yeah, my camera's got a flip out viewfinder. As I use the regular viewfinder, it doesn't work that well for me when I'm taking figure shots. It's great for landscape, but if you're trying to like get your image in shot, like I prefer the larger viewfinder, which is adjustable. So I've gone for portrait, which worked well in the profile shot I took. Yeah, sometimes you've got to crouch down. Sometimes it's easier if you sit down, because you can be quite tough on your knees and your back sometimes.
Yeah, it can be.
I am approaching. I am middle aged now, so he does take his time sometimes. But I'm not there for that long. I mean, if I did like an entire lighting setup and everything else, I would have been there for longer. But like, once I was happy with the pose, took a few shots. Once I was happy, I'll move on. So I actually quite quick taking my figure shots. I don't hang around too long.
Faisal is an expert at snapping the shots that he wants and he desires very quickly and moving on.
Yeah, sometimes because the body gives out before the shot does. So I've got to move on.
We do have to, the pose Faisal's in, sometimes
you get cramp.
Yeah, I suppose you've got to quickly just stand up and stretch out a bit and then go back down to get the shot that you need. But yeah, it's good to show you guys the actual poses we find ourselves in sometimes.
Yeah, they can get crazy at times.
Yeah, expect to see more of those.
Yeah. Join me for image number 3. Here we have the figure obscura, Mask of the Red Death. Such a gnarly figure. Derobed, so you see his ghastly red gruesome flesh. This shot was taken in Keston Ponds. If you remember the first episode, the Elijah's image of King Noglin on a rock in front of a waterfall. This was taken like 1 meter upstream. So on the Ravensbourne River, it's actually underneath a little bridge, a little walkway crossing the bridge. So it actually helped with the lighting. So it wasn't kind of, had a bit of light and dark with it. So kind of like half, just about coming out from underneath the shadow of the bridge. Surprisingly easy to stand, like maybe not so much 2.0 figures, but in general, Mythic 1.0 figures, I don't really have an issue with standing, because most of them have like pretty decent ankles, but if they've got chunky feet, it helps as well.
Yeah.
It's not a very fast flowing stream, and the bottom of it is kind of like pebbles, so you can actually wedge his feet in amongst the stones. I didn't have to do that. I just stood him, let him stand, and it was good to go.
Kind of stick him into the...
Yeah, kind of put a bit more into the stones, but quite easily done. Yeah, again, I'm quite up on interested in my posing, but with this, just a little bit of like a wide stance, that little tilt of the head and lean of the body, and the arms kind of coming out of the kind of weird, unnatural positions, kind of just helps him look like a ghastly, ghoulish character, what he is. So yeah, natural lighting, all that was needed, and a disgusting character.
Yeah, wicked shot fires. The colour contrast is brilliant as well, because the figure is obviously in the centre and is the colour of being red, that blood red, surrounded by all that greenery and, you know, the shining light. And great to place the figure underneath the bridge as well, because then the light doesn't drown out the image.
Yeah, a bit of control there.
Absolutely, yeah. And what Fires was saying, yeah, it's brilliant to wedge the character's feet into the actual, into the earth, into the stones, into the dirt. And yeah, it wasn't a fast flowing stream, of course, so you don't have to worry about the figure getting taken away, you know,
Yeah.
like just, you know, getting, you know, shooed away basically. And so, yeah, great shot. The gnarly arms as well, ghastly ghoul bursting out, well, not even bursting out, just sort of just fucking frolicking along the river there, existing and ready to probably commit more ghastly acts. Great shot.
He's got contrast of like beautiful nature in the background and this ghoulish figure in the foreground.
Yeah, yeah.
And again, as you can see, the figure got wet.
Absolutely,
and
yes.
It wasn't a problem.
And the figure didn't die as a result.
No, it didn't dissolve, so it was fine.
Great shot.
Join me for some more with image number 4. Here we have my Forest Ranger, my armoury build, one of my armoury builds, one of 4 from last year's Legions Con, with the superb, wired, beautifully textured cape by the epic Darla Ackerman.
Legend.
Yes, I look forward to picking up more from her this year at Legions Con.
Oh, come on.
I'll have to get there early, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
This was taken quite early morning in a place called Pilot's Wood, which is about 25 minutes, half an hour from me, not too bad. So pretty much had the entire woodland to myself.
Jeez.
I only saw a couple walking the dog who were rather curious to what I was doing. I explained and they were very interested. Yeah, natural lighting, as the sun was, the early morning sun was coming up, and early morning sun, there's something about it, it really is beautiful. Armed there with a bow, as I figured. Kind of looks like he'd be an archer. If he's not that, he normally have his like shepherd staff, but I went with the bow today because he's meaning his business.
Makes sense, yeah.
A nice kind of accents with the green leaves in the background to the green cape, and then you've got just a few little specks of blue in the background of a sky that you can see. So it kind of breaks the background image up a little bit from just being pure green, as you may kind of like wash out the image a bit too much in one colour. And just the light accent on his forearm, showing those sinewy muscles there, and on the bow itself, just kind of adds that little kind of like wow factor that pops out from the image.
Absolutely.
I was trying for that anyway, so hopefully I've achieved that. And also when he's facing that salt and pepper beard, which I do appreciate having on myself.
Mm-hmm.
Not as big, but it's definitely black and white. What do you think, my friend?
Fantastic shot. I really love the light glistening on the forearm and of course on the bow staff. Bow staff? Wrong weapon.
Yeah.
On the on the bow. Fucking a bow staff. Said too much there. On the bow, yeah, it really brings life to it. It brings life to it and highlights the weapon that's looking like it's about to be used very soon. I feel like he may have spotted someone, or he's on guard. He's on guard for someone or something that may be stalking him, or maybe he's doing the stalking. And it feels, because of the choice of the pose, it feels like he's about to not leap into action, but he's on guard, he's ready. It's a bit of a twist pose there. And yeah, and of course the light shining, but then with the hood over his head, it's a nice contrast. And yeah, in a perfect setting, moss there.
As we say, moss is boss.
Moss is boss, and this is a boss image.
Let's take a dive into image number 5. So here we have, again, the Master of the Red Death, this time with more clothes on. So yeah, I went with the retailer edition, as I like the contrast of the black soft goods with the red, with the skin colour. Another one, a figure I acquired at Legionnaires Con last year at the Four Horsemen store itself. This was taken in Elmstead Woods, in a part of London called Mottingham, not confused with Nottingham, but Mottingham.
A few letters are the same.
It's literally about 20 minutes from my house, quite luckily. This was taken inside a fallen down hollow tree. Fallen trees that are hollowed out, excellent locations that can be caves, kind of characters could be hiding in there, or have a whole battle scene, or dragons coming out, so a good one. As you can see, a bit of practical effects used here. I have a mobile smoke machine, which I got for about, I don't know, 25, 30 pounds, what's that, 50 bucks or something on eBay. Comes with a little remote control. So I actually set it up inside the log behind him. So he actually blocks it and just let it run whilst I snapped a few shots. And kind of, I actually waft my hand and actually blow at the smoke to kind of like direct where I want it to go. So, because if you leave the smoke on, it can kind of get a bit much. So you just like a little waft of your hand or blow it a little bit and kind of get it to move where you want it to. So you get a bit of the figure cutting through. But yeah, I do like playing around with smoke machines. From a distance, it probably looked like I was starting a fire. But I assure you, it was also his safety was my concern here. Yeah, I love the obscure figures, and I love Edgar Allan Poe. So Master of the Red Death is always going to appear in my images. And on the edit, I did a tiny bit of a blue tint to kind of give that smoke kind of a colder feeling, kind of give a kind of an eerie, spooky vibe to it. So quite Halloweenish, this one. What do you think, my friend?
Excellent image. This image is cinema, pure cinema to me. I love what you've done there, Fires, with the smoke. It just really brings this shot to life. You know, people will look at this image if they don't know any better and they just assume it was a shot from a movie.
Thank you.
You know, the posing of the hands indicate that sort of creepy, gnarly, strange, demonic type character, which is what this character actually is. And the colours are beautiful. They just pop. Really feel like he's coming at you with a vengeance to rip the soul from your body and wash it down with maybe a glass of Sancerre. But yeah, excellent image, loving it. And yeah, this has become one of your go-to figures, isn't it?
Of late, yeah.
To certain places, yeah.
And it's quite strange photographing him in the summer, like I'd normally wait till autumn time.
Yeah,
to kind of autumn or winter for these, but I just fancy getting him out.
Well, you've got the skills to pay the bills.
Yeah.
And
I think it's fair to say that some that know us know that Elijah and myself both act. so we're both involved in the film world.
Indeed.
And we're both lovers of film and cinema. So, and I know my good friend Cincy John can attest to this, but if you are a lover of cinema and you start looking at inspiration from films, like it's endless in terms of, you might have like particular camera operators or directors that have a certain style.
Yeah.
And you know, it's as if films you like, pause a part of the film, have a look, see what's going on.
Yeah.
Then you maybe inspire you, or you'll think about adding some of that into your own images.
Absolutely, yeah. Whether it's a direct tribute or you're getting inspiration from a particular fight scene or just a particular scene in general. There doesn't have to be violence involved.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a great way, whether you're feeling a bit starved for inspiration or you just want to replicate something with the same characters that maybe you have that you can take from the film, or whether it's a completely different set of characters but it's just the same premise, it's the same setup. Yeah. Absolutely. Great tip for us.
So I think most of us out there in the figure world are probably quite big film lovers, because so many of us have grown up with so many important films.
Yeah, they're all related, aren't they?
Everything from Lord of the Rings to The Dark Crystal to Conan to Beastmaster to whatever.
Anything mythic.
Yeah, mythic. So I mean, there's plenty of films out there, or animations, you know.
Absolutely.
Check them out and see what you can create yourself.
Yeah, and remember to have fun. Awesome, fellas. Thank you for watching, guys. Second episode completed. Third episode will be coming same time every week, every 2 weeks. 2 weeks, every fortnight at
bi-monthly at 3 p.m. 3 p.m.
3 p.m.
By the time this video comes out, it will be pretty much the beginning of Blake's Pac Northwest meet. So if you're there, have a great time. Blake, I know it's going to be awesome, and it's going to be the beginning of big things for you over on the Upper West Coast. We would have loved to be in there if we could. You know that hopefully one day we can make it there. There's so much I want to see around your neighbourhood. Have a good weekend. As you can see, the weather here is nice and sunny. We are in summer. Get outdoors. Grab a figure or two. Doesn't matter whether you have a professional camera or a phone, whatever you have. Just get them out there and have a play. You might get some good shots, you might get some bad shots, but you've got to get there and try.
Absolutely. Even if it's in a garden or if it's just a park that's local to you, you don't have to go hiking into some deep ancient woodland, although that would be fun as well. Be careful, be safe, of course, and dress appropriately and stay hydrated if it's hot.
Yeah, bring holy water.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Depending on where you go. Just have fun with it, you know. That's the most important aspect of this hobby, just having fun and just learning from everyone, really, because a true wise person's learning never ends. Yeah, thank you guys. Join us next time, episode 3, for more awesomeness. Peace.